Hey there, brilliant people. So today's question is, what is the difference between emotion and intuition? So the difference between emotion and intuition, it's a very good question. It's a very good question because a lot of the time we can equate our feelings with our intuition. Like people will say, oh, I just had a feeling, or I had a gut feeling, or, it just felt like it. However, the truth is when we're feeling, a lot of our feelings, a lot of our emotions are actually more linked to our desires or our fears or our imagination. So often when we're feeling at our most emotional, it's actually not our intuition. As I said, it can be our fears or our desires, hopes, dreams, wishes. And there's a very good reason for that. When our intuition is at its strongest, we are seeing clearly. In fact, one of the words for intuition, clairvoyant, is actually just French for clear seeing. And in order for us to see clearly, or hear clearly, if your intuition is more auditory, or whichever sense your intuition works through, we need to be fully present with it. So, or sometimes we call that, we need to be able to hold space for it. In other words, in psychological terms, we need to be able to confront it. This is one of the reasons why they often talk about mindfulness, which is really just a nice word for just really being fully aware and fully present in the space. And the thing is, when we are it's not that you're shutting down your emotions, but your emotions are actually in control. So that you're more focused on your emotion than feeling what's going on for you. And that's the primary difference. Because when your emotions are really just giving you information about how things are affecting you, the feel of the space, by which I mean more like a physical sensation, or you can feel what is going on, but the feeling it's like you're just observing it. You can observe the feeling, but the feeling is not in control. And if you ask yourself, you do know the difference between those things, because we've all had those moments where whether we've been triggered by something really happy or something really sad or something really infuriating. We've all been triggered by things. And in that moment, because we're just reacting so strongly, the emotion, the trigger, is kind of in control. We're just reacting. So in many ways, it's almost like the emotion is coming from outside us. It's just a response to that external happenstance. Whereas when we are actually just observing our feelings, it's more like we're really aware and we're tuned in to what's going on the inside. And that is when our emotions can be informing our intuition. Because even though we can still be feeling, there's a stillness that goes with it. Which is why for some people, they actually report that they feel like they're at their most intuitive when they're almost not feeling much at all. They're just in this state of just knowing. They're seeing it so clearly. They just know that that's how it is. And they're in this complete state of acceptance, which is, again, where the mindfulness comes in. So there you are. I hope that little discussion about the difference between emotions and intuition and how they actually relate to each other, I hope that helps you get some clarity around your emotions and your intuition. And as always, until next time, remember that you're brilliant.